be up high in the air on business,
Yeah. On business, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's right, man. Welcome to TSR Live. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Gapone. This is where we celebrate the culture, debate the norms, and share opinions on trending topics.
Oh, yes. And what's up, Roomies? Shout out to you for being on time and early, okay? I'm your co-host, Keke, and the most important thing is that it's all about you. We're live, we're interactive, and we want you to drop your comments in the chat and chime in. We want you to be a part of the conversation. So shout out to everybody that's blowing up the live already. Ashanti_79. I see you. You early and on time. I like that.
There it is. Yeah. All right, Roomies. I'm Zach Book. And listen, this is where you'll hear from all your favorite stars, from reality stars, content creators, influencers, anybody shaping the culture. They're definitely locked in to TSR Live.
All right. Now, Roomies, are you ready? Let's get it. All right. Whew, what a week for Shannon Sharpe. He's going from headlines of negotiating a $100 million deal to temporarily stepping away from his role at ESPN amid a $50 million sexual assault lawsuit. This has been crazy. He is the definition. It was all good just a week ago.
Literally.
Like 72 hours ago, we loved Shannon Sharpe, everybody, Uncle Shay Shay.
Yep.
And now we have gone to people split on what's going on with him.
I hate to see him crash out like this at a very big age. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's too accomplished and he's been in the game too long to fumble like this. This is terrible. And it looks crazy, insane.
Will.
Uh-oh, Shannon is here live with us right now. Let's throw it to Mr. Sharpe.
What do you think, Sharpe?
I talked to Skip. And Skip said I should just follow the advice of my lawyers.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not going to be on ESPN for a little while. I'm taking a little time off. But it was consensual. I'm just a freak.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm nasty.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
but,
man.
Hey, man, it's just tough to see Shannon Sharpe go through this, though, man. Like you said, to be negotiating a $100 million deal, you know, that was in the news, and then all of this come down on him. It is tough to watch.
You know, I was ready to defend him. You know, I was ready to stand 10 toes behind Uncle Shay Shay. Like he was about to buy CBS. Or NBC, but no. Once them text messages and voicemails and all that started coming out, Shannon, you wildin'.
It's when he started I felt it when he started doing all the talking. And they was like, oh, his lawyer said, yeah, he was trying to pay $10 million to settle. I'm like, oh, that don't look good, Shannon.
No.
Or he was like, I got a sex tape that might come out. Let me tell you something. Don't ever turn yourself into the police.
Come on.
You got to let them find you, Shannon.
Yeah.
You got to let the tape come out, be quiet, say that ain't me, do all types of stuff. But don't go out there and be like, yeah, it might be a little tape that come out. Just 30 seconds going to come.
That's crazy.
You talking too much.
But it's really 10 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
But just on the touch on the $10 million, I get it. You got $100 million coming in potentially, whatever he's making and whatever he's made from all the stuff he's got going on. You look at it and say, hey, man, I need $10 million to go away. So if all I got is 90 left, I'm cool. He wanted to go away. And I think that's the only part about that 10 million thing. People were saying he was admitting guilt. I think that he just wanted his business to be his business because he liked to have slave sex.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
All right. Well, there it is. But it just don't look good, don't it? Some stuff it don't look good. The optics look bad when you say that.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move. In other troubling news, Kanye West is revealing more details about a sexual relationship that he had with his male cousin as a teen. Now, in the latest confession, it comes as he released a song called Cousins, where he raps about performing fellatio on his cousin for years as a kid after getting them hooked on dirty magazines. This is just nasty work. I know the cousin somewhere like, huh? What happened?
Yeah, I had washed my hands with Ye, and that's tough for me to say because I was one of the biggest Kanye West fans. I was riding with him through all the stuff. But when you sit up here and talk, I was lost when he talked about Beyonce and Jay-Z's children. I was like, oh, you have lost it, and and you lost me. But now I know the cousin is sitting back like, bro, why you bring me in this? And then on top of that, what makes it even worse, I ain't even listened to the cousin song. I don't know nobody who been talking about the record at all that he even said it on.
Nah.
Did you listen to it?
No.
Did any of y'all listen to it? So what's that tell you about Kanye's career right now where he's doing all this and we ain't even listening to the music?
Well, the music is what it is at this point. The thing that Kanye is losing is his impact. Back in the day, if he would have said something like this, we from Chicago, it would have been a 1 million man march. We would have had all the pastors in the city praying for Kanye. We need to bring him home and save him. At this point, he's saying stuff like this, and I saw the headline and just kept scrolling because he says so much wild stuff that it's just like, I don't believe nothing you say. Even when it's something serious, I don't even care because you've ruined your impact at this point on the culture. And to think that has happened to Ye is insane.
Crazy. Yeah, that is so true, crazy. Keke. I think he just should release that one album that he did with Future that it came on that little recording device or whatever it was, and nobody ever checked it out. You remember that?
Oh, when he had like a scavenger hunt to get the music or something like that.
Whatever happened to that album?
Who knows? Child, it's bad.
Oh,
Lord, gee, it's a fire.
Okay. Woo. Yeah. All right. What else we got, Keke?
Well, Beyoncé Cowboy Carter tour kicks off this weekend, so get y'all cowboy boots ready. It's happening in Los Angeles, and tickets at what?
I'm not putting on no damn boots.
You need to put on your boots for Beyoncé, okay?
Where them fans at?
Yes, you know they're gonna play that too. But anyway, the tour is kicking off in Los Angeles, and tickets are still available for all of you last-minute Beehive fans as headlines continue to talk about her slow ticket sales. Y'all love to talk when it comes to the queen. Anyway, meanwhile, Beyoncé and Solange's mother, Tina Knowles, is making her media rounds promoting her new memoir, Matriarch. Have y'all seen Miss Tina doing her interviews and things?
I've seen a few clips.
Yeah. She's been spilling tea on the ultra private family and kicking off the book tour in the DMV with Michelle Obama as the moderator.
Now, you know I love Mama Tina.
Yes.
But I'm scared for her.
Why?
I don't want her to tell too much on this tour. You know how mamas get to talking. They get a little loose, they get comfortable, and they tell some business that you like. And I'm pretty sure Beyonce has prepped her and like, hey, don't mention nothing about these both things. But she get comfortable and get to talk. Because we always find out stuff about that family through Mama Tina.
We do.
And I'm just worried about this tour. Mama Tina, just go in there, just promote the book. Don't say too much. Please.
I think she's gonna be okay. Blue Ivy is her manager. Blue Ivy keep the whole family in check.
Like
so as long as Blue Ivy is around, I think Mama Tina will be just fine.
So is Michelle Obama going to be the moderator for every one of these, or just for the DMV?
I just think maybe just for the DMV. I know she did an event, in an interview with Gayle King. I think she did something with Oprah. So she'll be
all
with
the
all
aunties,
the queens,
all the rich aunties,
all the queens. Yes,
yeah. There that is.
Rightfully so. And y'all need to buy y'all mamas a book because it is coming out right for Mother's Day.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
My mama don't read nothing but the Bible. That's the only book she want to read. You always talking about Mama Tina.
My mama on it.
Buy your baby mama's one, okay?
No, absolutely. Bow with the child support.
I don't know.
Bow with the child support.
Hold on.
She can't read.
Y'all don't back. That was not nice. Do y'all don't buy y'all baby mamas gifts for Mother's Day?
No, they got boyfriends for that.
No, you got
wow.
Mother's Day gift, and I ain't with you.
That is crazy. What from the baby, from the kid that they gave y'all?
I do send out the ones that I like, that I'm cool
the
with.
The ones that I like is wild.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I got 3.
That's crazy.
The ones that I like, I send a text message, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you very much. Do you
put them in a group text like Future?
No, I would never do that. That would call it. No, I ain't trying to. No.
Yeah, it can get real crazy. Yeah. But Roomies, I want to know, do you buy your baby mama or the mother of your child a gift for Mother's Day, even if you're not together? Let us know in the comments.
Y'all, the ones that's doing that still hitting them.
That's crazy.
They buying them draws still and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
But I wouldn't do it.
All right. What do we got? All
right, let's talk this, man. Dating younger seems like a hot topic for April. Now, of course, everybody's talking about Shannon Sharpe, but another viral conversation is Tracee Ellis Ross talking how she dates younger men. Look at this.
Often I date younger men. It's not just that I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous? There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession. And I just I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again. I have dated men my age. Yeah. There is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or not even having an issue with homosexuality. I mean, something as basic as that. I have long been past the age where I feel like it's my job to teach somebody or grow them up. That I'm not interested in. So it's interesting. I mean, there's so many different philosophies on dating, and I have come up with mine.
I'll tell you something.
So man,
did you hear Michelle?
What? Huh?
Who was doing that interview? Who was leading it?
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama. She wasn't interested in none of that. Did you? You can hear that. She was like,
yeah.
Maybe she didn't agree with what Tracee was saying.
She was like, "No, Tracee, you out there getting them young boys. Stop playing."
Oh my God.
You heard that, but I want to know: is there a double standard for men and women when it comes to dating younger?
I could. It absolutely is. I think that men are looked at a little different opposed to what women are looked at. But I wanted to just touch on real quick what Tracee Ellis Ross said. I hate when I hear that term toxic masculinity, and then you turn around and you talk about people that live the LGBTQ community. You find with that community being who they are, gender fluidity, you find with them acting how they want to act in their culture. But for some reason, somehow, somewhere, somebody's had problems with men being men. Of course you're going. It's with the same. It's no such toxic masculinity. You try to make it like it's a bad. I'm a man. I'm gonna act like a man. And if I'm your age, you can't. Of course we gonna have. We the same age. We've seen the same things. There's certain. It's gonna be a difference than when you're talking to somebody that's 10, 15, even 10 to 15 years younger than you. I hate the word toxic masculinity because you're not allowing men to be men.
So you think toxic masculinity don't allow men to be men? No,
you don't. I think if you say, hey, I want my woman to dress like this, toxic masculinity. That's that. I've heard that I want my woman. Hey, I want my woman to know how to cook. Toxic masculinity.
Who's saying that?
Because
it's one thing to desire a certain thing, which is totally fine. But if you're saying like she better cook or she better clean, that's when it gets toxic.
Yeah.
Okay, so just don't be toxic. You could be masculine, just don't be toxic.
What would you say outside of just being because that to me that's just being a dickhead. If you telling your woman no, because I wouldn't want a woman telling me, well, you better do this or you better do that. I'm not gonna call it toxic femininity. I'm just you're a dick. I'm saying what would you define as toxic masculinity?
I just did the example for you. So like you desiring that your woman cook, that's fine. But if you're like, you better cook or else because I'm a man, that's toxic masculinity. That's taking it to a whole nother extreme. And when we talk about what Tracee Ellis said, I think her thing was kind of rooted in older men are kind of set in their ways. They want what they want. It's not much convincing or changing them or like, working together so much. And maybe that's her experience. I think that's more so what she was saying. I don't think she just said all old men are toxic.
Old women are set in their ways.
But I think the double standard more comes with because she's saying that old men are stuck in their ways. But when a man is dealing with a younger woman, I always hear women say that he's trying to manipulate that woman because he's older. But we don't hear that same language when an older woman is dating a younger man.
And it's same or true.
You don't hear that. That's why I think the double standard is you don't hear that type of dangerous language. When a woman dates a younger guy, you don't be like, oh, she's just trying to manipulate that guy. Yeah. It's blamed on the man. They're like, oh, well, older men act this way, and that's why I want this. But we don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think the double standard really.
And I think honestly, it's just more common for men to date younger women than it is for women to date younger men. You hear about y'all dating younger women all the time. It's like the norm. Whereas women, it's not as popular.
Because we value different things within a relationship. Men value beauty. Okay. And beauty usually happens younger within life. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And women value stability, which happens usually when men are older
in life. Yep.
So it will never be.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying you hear it more. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're trying to, it's not like you guys, it is a double standard. You guys get a harder time for it. But like you just explained, there's different reasons on why we hear it more than we hear the opposite. But Yeah.
That was it. I like that explanation.
You got worked up for a second there.
I did.
You did.
I had it like triggered.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you. Okay. I might go too far.
No, don't go.
Go ahead. It's a safe space, right, Roomies?
If I go when I'm in my Shay age.
Yes.
Okay, what's he about? 55, 56?
7, something like that.
56, 57. And let's just say I'm single. Hope to be married though at that time. Because I think if you got a lot of money, which I plan to have, and you over 45, the safest thing to do is to get a wife. That's my disclaimer. That is my disclaimer. Okay. That's the safest thing to do. If you over 45 and you got some paper, get a wife because you're too wide open, you're too dangerous. But I mean, acceptable to danger. But if I'm 55, 57, I'm single, I'm going to get something about. I don't want nothing 55, 57. If I'm 55, 57.
What you getting?
What you getting?
What you getting?
It's the fingers for me.
I'm going 35 to 40. Fine, executive.
Okay.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something strong. I think that's the age that Shannon should have been in. Playing in them 20s and teens don't look good
at all.
I don't care how legal it is. It looked terrible.
Yep.
Nasty work. All right, guys, let's move to Melyssa Ford, man. That's right. You already know. That's right. She is here, man. Shout out to Melyssa Ford. Roomies, welcome culture and trendsetter, journalist, and Gracie Award winner, Melyssa Ford. What's up?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey.
What's up, Melyssa? What's happening? All
that
right, Melyssa.
Gracie Award thing. It's still so new. It feels so good. It sounds so good on my ears.
Congratulations.
That's your sister. She won one too.
Keke's a Gracie Award winner.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's a big deal, right?
Oh, it's a huge deal. A huge deal. Well earned and well deserved, Queen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Y'all so just accomplished. You know?
I mean, yeah, they got an award for y'all too somewhere.
Where's that?
Yeah, it's the toxic masculinity.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Thanks, Keke. We love you. All right, let's ask this, man. What are your thoughts on Tracee's comments about dating younger, and is there a double standard for men and women when it comes to dating younger? What do you think?
Yeah, there's definitely a double standard, and the double standard is in your favor. You know, honestly, it's a very normalized kind of thing to see older men with younger women. I mean, nobody batted an eyelash when they heard that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino at like 89 and like 88 both had, got women pregnant, and they were like in their early to mid 30s or something like that. I mean, that's a little different than Shannon Sharpe's situation, because that's crazy. Yeah, there's definitely a double standard, and it's in your favor. I mean, like the uproar in what Tracee Ellis Ross said, that she prefers dating younger guys. She didn't even have to specify what their ages were before everybody flipped out. You know, she's 52. She could be talking about 40 years old. And even though that's a 12-year age gap, a 40-year-old man is still a 40-year-old man. So I think that I think everybody who's kind of got real.
I mean, women date older though already. Y'all know when you were in college, when you got to be a young woman, because why? Because young men are what? Broke. When we are in our 20s, we have we can't afford you. And we just can't afford you. It's a fact.
I think you got to take some blame in that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of young women seek older men. They're asking to date younger. They're trying to date younger. And to your example of the 89-year-old, you know what I'm saying, getting the 30-some-year-old pregnant. You couldn't get the 89-year-old pregnant if you tried.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that. You know, like our biological.
You could try it. So it wouldn't be a headline. You know?
I cannot.
Yeah, you did that, boy. You got Jesus.
No 89-year-old should be having a baby, because literally what you got, like how many years left? You're basically going to leave your child.
That's a fact.
That's just, to me, that's just a little irresponsible.
It is.
I think that baby was an accident.
I don't know. Men have this thing about legacies and whatnot. So I mean, like that might be on purpose.
But also, women got to take the blame of that, because women have the final say if you had that baby or not. So if the baby wasn't, she wanted to have that child. She wanted it then it should be here.
30-something-year-olds, you think that they're going to say no to having a baby with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro? Like, come on now. If they're
then that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
wanted the baby.
No,
Yeah, she wanted
she's
it.
using the example of how it's normalized for men to do stuff like that. Meanwhile, Drea got her head chopped off. It's a difference.
No, that's her son.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, when men do it like them, like the men she named, it's normalized. We don't cause an uproar. That was the example. We're not debating whether they wanted the baby or not. We don't know that. So I think let's stay focused on that.
Okay.
It's about whether or not it's an uproar when a man does it versus when a woman does it. And it's never really an uproar when y'all do it until you like Shannon Sharpe and she's literally 19 and you 80. And that looks crazy.
I'm just saying,
That's insane.
The 89-year-old, my granddaddy ain't never wore no condom. They don't even wear condoms. They don't put no plastic on that.
Exactly.
So no plastic on that.
I know some men that want a baby by Al Pacino, child. Now let's get into this, Melyssa. On your latest episodes of Hot and Bothered, you got real and raw with producer and actress Tasha Smith and October London. He was there as well. While speaking with Tasha Smith, though, the two of you discussed celibacy. In your opinion, I want to ask, is sex a sacred act, or does it really matter if you have a casual appetite for sex?
Oh, it's both, honestly. Like, sex is a sacred act between, two people who love each other and cherish each other and honor each other. But I mean, we can't be the morality police here. Some people just, have desires. And if you can find a willing and consensual partner that wants to be as casual as you are about sex, then by all means, have a great time. Like, the operative word in that is consensual. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
It's 2025. I don't think that we're all sitting here like, Puritans and whatnot. Like, sex can be a sacred act, but then it can also be very casual and, and fun between two people or three or four. Depends on whatever floats your boat.
Oh, that's nasty.
That is. What did you say?
Whatever floats your boat.
That sounds like a good time now.
No, but Tasha was amazing. I mean, she is just like actor's teacher, actor's actor. She's a director. She is an actress. She's just, she's so generous with her time and her stories. I mean, I just was so excited to have her as my guest. And then right after that, October London, like, we hit a lick right now. Like, we're doing pretty good for our second season on Hot and Bothered.
Yes.
That's dope. All right, now I do have a follow-up to that first question. Is there a difference between making love and having just casual sex?
Absolutely. I mean, like, you could throw a rock and hit somebody that uses another person as a mattress. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we just want to rub up against each other and there's no real feelings involved, so I just.
Yeah. Making love, you kissing in the mouth.
Making love, you're kissing in the mouth.
There you go.
You're definitely kissing in the mouth. I mean, it's just
that's all Keke does.
You hear?
Oh, I like to make love. I don't want that. I need to make love.
Keke.
I need you to love me. Okay. I need you to love all of this stuff.
Melyssa, she's never had casual sex in her life. And I want every person that she has ever had sex with, that's her man, and they move in together.
And I want to make love.
I can't tell if they're being sarcastic. I'm Canadian. Sometimes
they being for real this time.
We're being for real. Yeah. Seriously.
That's all I want to do.
But yeah. Now, you talked to October London about not being put in a box. Now, you just want a Gracie, you're acting, you're a journalist. Was it hard for you to get out of the video vixen box? And what advice would you give someone who doesn't want to be labeled?
Shit, I feel like I'm still in it. It depends on who you ask, like most of the time, if I'm written up in the blogs, it says former video vixen. I'm like, yo, I could cure cancer and save a baby in a runaway carriage, and I will still be a video vixen. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, it was 25 years ago. So you kind of really want to outgrow those former, identifiers and kind of, rest and sit in what you've been doing currently or for like, the last 10 years. It is difficult to, once you've introduced yourself to the world, the world really doesn't doesn't let you forget it kind of thing. It's hard to, get them acclimated to the new labels, and identifiers. But, all you can do is just, keep on fighting the good fight and doing what you do and doing what you love and podcasting and entertaining people is what I love to do. So, it's a wonderful thing. You can call me whatever you want to call me, honestly.
Okay.
We're
I
gonna
know
call
that's
you
right.
legend because
Oh,
you know
yeah.
you
Hold on.
had-
You
we
can
gonna call you
definitely
legend.
call me that.
You had the classic video. You was at the time before all this OnlyFans and all that going on right now.
It was a time. It was
Yeah.
a time. It was
Yeah.
the golden age of music videos. It really was a time. That's why I regard that time in my life with so much pride, because it really was a fantastic, like defining moment in music and video history.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And a lot of people only have video vixen on their resume, and you've definitely added to yours continually. So congratulations on that. But I'm sure it's a lot of single guys that want to know this. What makes Melyssa Ford hot and bothered? Whoa. Whoa.
Bothered. What makes me hot? Real simple things. Like simple things is like walk in the park, feed me chocolate. Let's have like wine and like, I don't know, just, this is what gets me hot. I love taking long drives at night and finding a place that has like a lookout, and you've got like a bottle of wine or something like that, or maybe some snacks and whatever else. We could sit on the hood of the car and then just play music and stare out at the stars. That is my thing. That is what gets me hot. What gets me bothered? Huh?
That's our Zach Bugg. That's Zach Bugg's thing. He tries to tell me things I'm supposed to do.
Here's the thing I be trying to school him on, is that it doesn't take a lot. You know what I'm saying? I tell them about the flowers.
It doesn't. I feel like a lot of guys, I feel like the loudest ones in the room do the most amount of talking for such a small subset of people. The quiet ones are the ones like, well, I ain't even gonna bother. But like, I feel like the vast majority of women, we're very simple creatures, and it doesn't take a whole lot to like make us happy. You know what I'm saying? I think that guys have this idea that it takes like, a lot of money and cars and all this excess, and it's just like, no, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the small, thoughtful things that are like, maybe I should just speak for myself, but I think I can speak for a lot of women that I know that this is how we feel.
Well, Melyssa, I was broke for a long time, so I had to think outside the box.
And going back to the original thing, when I was in my 20s, I wasn't dating older. I was definitely dating like no more than like 4 or 5 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to date, like when I'm 22, I wasn't trying to date 45. No.
I get it.
Well, he was around a lot of rich 25-year-olds though, too, also.
Two.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
my circumstances were not like the average girl.
Right, yeah.
But I definitely dated the regular guys.
Okay.
Definitely dated regular guys.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna ask Melyssa, do you date younger guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah. I mean, I'm not dating right now. Yeah. I mean, like I'm 48. The younger guy that I was seeing, he's 38.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Not exactly robbing the cradle over here.
Right. No.
But yeah, so I don't, when there's such a dramatic age difference, my only question is, what do you guys have in common? Like, what do you guys have to talk about? Because, the younger person just doesn't have a whole lot of life experience. And here you are with an enormous amount of life experience. So it's like, what are you guys like talking about? What do you have in common? Like, that's my biggest question when it comes to, dramatic age differences. But when you've got somebody who's like in their 40s and somebody who's in their, late 30s, well, they probably, kind of had some overlapping experiences and things that they can talk about, and also different perspectives on life.
Yeah. Date your generation. How long is them generations to be like baby boomers, millennials, Gen Z? How long is that?
Gen Z.
That's like 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
I think 15, just stay within you.
Yeah. So Gen X is like 1964, I want to say, to 1980. So it's like about a 15 age year, and then 80 to whatever the hell is millennial, and then there's Gen Z. Yeah. But yeah, it's about a 15 years.
I think you should stay in there.
Yeah.
I do. All right. Well, let's play a quick game of this or that. You were once on a reality TV show. Would you return if Bravo Housewives franchise calls you? And which city would you go to? New York or Beverly Hills?
Ooh.
New York, because I don't plan on living in LA ever again.
Why not?
I say this. New York is hard on your body, but LA's hard on your soul.
Ooh.
Come on now.
Come on, that was a bar.
That was a
That was a bar.
I've lived in both cities pretty extensively, and so that is just my perception of the two. LA is, it's stunningly beautiful, majestic beauty. The canyons and the beaches and whatnot, but it's it could be pretty lonely out there. Whereas New York, I mean, it's New York, but I mean, like New York will beat the hell out of you. It's hard living, but right. I feel like it's just a little bit more rewarding, and it just feels just a little bit more. Real. I don't know. It's just that's the only word that I can use, when I'm describing New York. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We might be seeing you on New York. Who knows? Who knows? Look.
Maybe.
If you want it, okay.
Maybe. Maybe as long as they keep their hands to themselves.
Oh yeah. And Melyssa has had a bad experience with reality TV and girls fighting and throwing bottles, right?
I don't watch reality TV. What happened?
Don't worry about it. It's all in the past. We're not going to judge that up. But
I ain't see it. I ain't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's been through some things.
Oh, damn. Google. It's free. Later. How about this, though? Before we let you go, all right, your Hot Bothered podcast, who is it for?
It's for everybody, honestly. When I first started the podcast, there was one of the tent poles of it was talking about women's sexual health and wellness, but I did not want to leave the guys out of the conversation. And one of the things that I noticed about guys is that they're not up on taking care of their health. I mean, they don't really know about screenings that they should be getting. And a lot of times they try to avoid the doctor. And so I decided that I was going to include the men in the conversation by way of having male, medical practitioners come on and talk about the things that affect men and women. Heart disease and stroke is the number one killer of Black folks, both men and women, but it presents differently in both of us. There's certain cancers that all of us are, susceptible to. So I have these health practitioners that come on and they talk about the screenings that we're supposed to go for, the ages that we're supposed to hit when we're supposed to go for these screenings, and just general information about how to advocate for yourself when it comes to going to the doctor. And also one of the tent poles is talking about mental health. So I have a lot of health practitioners, psychiatrists, psychologists come on to talk about all facets of mental health. And then, just the celebrity angle. I handpick celebrities that I think have a really, really amazing story and have overcome certain odds, and beat certain odds to, become the success that they have. I think that those are stories of perseverance are like the best stories to be told. So that's Hot and Bothered in a nutshell.
There it is. Now you just got to tell us when and where people can watch. Let them know.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on your favorite DSPs, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, et cetera, et cetera. And YouTube, it is Hot and Bothered Podcast. That is my channel. So please come on by, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Come on.
There it is. It is. Thanks, Melyssa. We appreciate you joining us anytime. This is your second time on the show. Come on back again.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes. What's wrong, Zach? You okay?
I'm hot and bothered.
Zach couldn't hold it together.
I couldn't hold it together. I'm about to die. I'm about to explode. I'm about to turn into Look Glitter. I'm about to explode. Oh, I love Melyssa Ford. Almost died. All right.
Zach,
I'm back.
Zach was like,
I'm back.
So
Come
Melyssa.
Shout out to Zach, give me some water. Water. I need a cold shower.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right.
Too far.
Shout out to the Roomies, man. Again, shout out to Melyssa Ford for joining us. But all right, next debate for the Roomies. This question: could you be friends with a side chick? Now I'm talking about your friend is sleeping with someone else's man or husband. Could you trust that friend, and would you let that friend around your man? Now, Roomies, I want you to weigh in on this chat. Could you be friends with a side chick? All right. While you guys are doing that, let's bring in a roommate to discuss what's happening. Holla at us.
Roomie.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? Hey.
Professional microphone. I see you.
You got women in tech out here. It's like I know a little something. Went to film.
I see you. So tell us your name and where you checking in from.
I am Katrina M. Harris, aka Trina with the Truth, and I'm taking in from Los Angeles.
There it is, Trina.
Okay.
So how do you feel about this?
Listen, side chick doesn't mean that she trifling. You know, like, do you meet anybody that's single? So when you come into a man's life or even a woman's life, you probably coming in on the side. And for me, I feel like for women, you ain't gonna have no friends if you ain't friends with a woman that's a side chick. I just feel like a lot of women enter in and be like, yeah, it's new. I'm gonna stay there. I mean, yeah, he got somebody. He may be getting a divorce. You know, you see what it is. And so I wish I would leave my homegirls because she a side chick. I mean, think about your meal. Sometimes people don't even like the main dish. They want the macaroni and cheese or the yam. Who am I to judge?
Come on,
Trina, I am shocked, friend. I am shocked.
That's what I'm talking
about. Trina, have you ever been a side chick?
Yes. What?
Okay, because it's given that you got a lot of knowledge about this life now. And how did that work out for you? Are you one currently?
You know what? I'm not dealing with any married men right now. But what I had to understand, I had to understand that if you're dealing with a married man, you're just having fun while he's in a season of having fun. Now, when people cheat, that don't have nothing to do with their spouse. That don't have nothing to do with the girl he cheating with. That's something he working out in himself. So why everybody gonna judge him because he trying to figure out his life?
Yeah, that's
when I dated men and I was the side chick, you can't get lost thinking that it's gonna be forever. Now, some women do live happily ever after. I done seen some sad chicks become wives and now they, together. But that ain't the goal initially. The goal is happy. You get to a certain age, I'm gonna say 35-ish, where you be like, look, I done lost what happy is. Let me just figure that out for a second. And so you're dating people that just make you happy in that moment. And I might have knocked my homegirls happy.
Well, look, Keke, you said you want a guy to bring you a husband. Now he a husband.
I don't want him to bring me somebody else's husband.
That's all right. You ain't got to be specific.
You have to be specific. I don't want nobody else's husband. That's crazy.
You don't have the
man in your dreams is not married right now. Like, let's not get delusional, women. You're not gonna say he the man of my dreams and he over there married to somebody else. Don't be delusional. Like,
right. I agree.
But I can date the married man. I'm just trying to make it make sense.
What she's saying is that did you hear what Trina? She said that when she lost what happy was, and she's like, yo, I'm having fun.
Okay.
And he having fun, but I know it's not forever. I like her take on the whole thing is that
I'm sure you do like it. You're a man.
No.
Like this.
I want to say this because stop laughing because
Trina, girl, you done met your matches over here.
I'm trying to say something. The fact is that
come on,
a lot of people don't understand, man. When you meet somebody, it ain't gonna say you a side chick. It's when you meet somebody, they usually on the end of a relationship or just started a new one. And you have to come in and put your best foot forward. I say it all the time. And then people are figuring it out. Everybody, the chances of you meeting somebody where you're both 100% single are you kidding me?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Here's the guy. Wow. You all come in as side chicks. And may the best woman win.
Survivor.
That's all it is.
Keke, check it out. Check it out. Don't you have a starting lineup of men? You got like the shooting guard, the point guard.
No,
Keke a child of God.
I am, and I don't have time for all that. But I just want to know. So it's okay if you're dating you know, I come into a relationship and I got other men. Y'all okay with that too?
Man, I'm gonna put my best foot forward, and you ain't gonna want to mess with them. I think you do.
When I meet a woman, I assume that she's talking to other guys.
Yes.
I don't think that I'm the only guy. Now we'll fill it out, and then we'll see where it goes. You know.
So y'all dating women that's going on other dates with other men?
Yeah, I date all are going on dates all the time.
You are the king of I don't share my treats, so you need to stop capping tonight.
That's different.
And you were married before, and I know you wouldn't allow your wife to have a side.
That's different.
No.
You just said that men can have side. What is going on?
No,
here?
I did not say men. No. You gotta listen. So I don't share my treats. Exactly. And how many times have I told you? I'd rather you tell me a good lie because I'm not gonna go looking. But once I find out, now that is the thing. If I start finding out, I'm not finding out yeah, I see you on a date with another dude. Yeah, it's gonna feel weird, and I'm not mad at you. I'm just gonna let him have you. Okay. I meet everything with distance, Keke.
Right.
Everything.
Keke, I was talking about stages. So it's stages in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Initially, when I first meet you, I get your number. We talk on the phone, go on a few dates. I think you got other guys on your bumper.
Okay.
I think that there are other guys way more invested in you.
Yes.
And you're way more invested in them than with me.
Right.
Okay. Eventually, when we get together in a relationship, that's when I need the exclusivity.
Yes.
Once we boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm asking for the exclusivity. Before then, I'm not, because I expect you to have other guys. And I don't even, some girls, I don't even want you to be my girlfriend. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, see this sister right here, you are the one.
Protect her.
You are smart. We are going to protect you at all costs.
Trina,
wow,
I do not want you to be a
she a realist. Where you from?
No.
I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit originally, and I was married for 18 years. I was married for 18 years.
Okay, did you have a side piece in your marriage?
Let me explain. No. We didn't even have friends. But here's my thing.
Ooh,
marriage is servitude. Marriage is servitude. So some people don't want the servitude. Like Zach was like, as soon as it start getting serious and now we ready to invest, okay, now we can talk about exclusivity. But initially, we just looking for happy and fun. That's it.
That's it. Ain't God good.
Man, West, ain't God good. Trina, thank you so much for joining us.
Nice to meet all of y'all.
Come on, Trina.
I will.
Over here with them.
Yeah,
all right,
Trina,
girl.
You ain't got a better couldn't have been a better Instagram name.
It's so funny how y'all championing this, but if y'all were dating women and y'all found out that they had other men, y'all would lose your minds.
Not losing our minds.
Not
if she was as real as Trina with the truth.
Knock it off.
Men can't take it. I agree with Keke.
They can't take it, girl. They
can't handle the truth.
No.
Lie to me though, for real. I am not Donnell Jones.
Yeah.
I do not want to know.
Yes, lie to me good.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God. Shout out to the Roomies going live with us on TikTok tonight. They in the comments in the chat. Somebody said, "Come on, Trina." T-Lo W24, Ashanti 79. Okay, Trina, this is crazy. That's why everybody getting cheated on.
Man,
I guess it's normal.
I love the fact that we on TikTok too now, man. Shout out to the TikTok.
Oh yeah, we on the
people.
top.
Yeah,
hit us on the top. All right, let's talk about this. I be shortening stuff. All right, let's talk Greek life. Omega Psi Phi has expelled the 3 members arrested following the hazing death of Southern University student Caleb Williams. Now, the tragic and untimely death of Caleb has caused many to denounce Greek life. The Christian faith is also often referenced when individuals publicly denounce their D9 affiliation. So I want to ask you guys, Tone especially, should sorority and fraternity members publicly cut ties, or should they keep their grievances amongst the sisters and brothers within the brotherhood or sisterhood?
I think it's a little weird to publicly cut ties with your organization. As you know, you pledge a Greek letter organization, especially African American organization. It's lifetime. It's a lifetime thing, and I think at all of us practice discretion. That is something we are all taught throughout all of our fraternal lives and sorority lives. I just think if you don't want to be involved with it, You have your reasons, step away quietly, and that's it, and let the brotherhood move on. We all know that these type of things has happened. Unfortunately, we're going to change it. We're going to try to correct it, and we're going to move forward. But don't denounce your letters. I would never, ever get on and say I'm not a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. It would never happen.
Yeah, I think that people denounce, and this is me. I'm a member of Alpha Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the black and gold, the first one, and I would never denounce. And I also think the people that do denounce are doing it for attention. I really do, because you could just don't participate. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have this big long thing about it. And I think you're a quitter. All right.
Wow.
Now.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
That's it. Let's get to this though. Join us now as a man of faith, music, and he's a culture creator. Roomies, welcome. My fraternity brother, Lecrae. What up, bro? What's happening?
What's going on with you, man? What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening?
Hey.
Man, what's happening? Lecrae, I run into Lecrae at the airport, the Wish store in Atlanta, like all over the place, man. It's always good to see you, good brother. Always great energy. But man, you're trending right now about the blockbuster hit by Ryan Coogler, Sinners. On some of your threads, you said you admire the film's visual creativity, but you have issues with the anti-Christian propaganda. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, man. I want to. So first and foremost, I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued or twisted. It is a phenomenal movie. I saw it twice. I think you got to take your hat off to Ryan Coogler. You got to take your hat off to Michael B. Jordan. The doors is opening for Black creatives in filmmaking. Phenomenal. The thing that I was mentioning specifically for Christians is that oftentimes Christianity and colonization get married together unnecessarily. And I think this film depicts the Christian faith as a colonized white man's religion that is oppressive. Now, did white people use Christianity to oppress Black folks and other minorities in history? Absolutely. But just because it was used as a tool of oppression does not discount its relevance, its power, its potency. It's also something that was created in the Eastern world. It didn't start in Europe. It started in ancient Israel, in the ancient Near East. It went to Ethiopia. It was in Africa before it was in Europe. So that's just some of the stuff I was like, yo, man, I know us as Black people, especially the conscious community, got a lot of issues with Christianity because of that. And it popped up in the movie. You know, there was lines where it was like, blues came from us, unlike that religion that was forced on us. And I'm like, that's not true. There was a forcing of religion, but we had it before they came and forced it on us. And so that's the stuff that I was just like, yo, man, I just want there to be more clarity as it pertains to that.
Look, Lecrae, but that in all actuality, for me, from my perspective, it's the Bible is, everybody has their own interpretation of it, right? And we, as we know, Southern Baptists, Christians, all of the different iterations of the Bible, we interpret it different. I think they just was taught it was a period piece, right? And I get what you could say. It's a period piece, and we were getting a peek into that world. Yeah. And at that time, it was used to control in certain towns, and small towns use religion to really grab hold of culture, right? So I think it was just us taking a peek inside of it. But I can understand where it makes it a little bit upset. But we were just taking a peek into a time period.
I don't think that is untrue, but at the same time, if it's a period piece, right, there's also periods of, you look at Nat Turner. Nat Turner came out of the church. Nat Turner was inspired by what he believed God told him to do. That's a period as well. You look at the civil rights era. Oftentimes the faith component of it is not highlighted. What Dr. Martin Luther King did was out of faith. That's a period too. So I just wanted it to be fair. When it came to the church in the movie, if I'm spoiling it, you should have seen it by now. But
let me take my headphones out. I'm
going late, bro. Put some money in Coogler's pocket.
I'm doing I'm a single father. I'm doing the best I can.
I'm doing the best wait for it to leak online.
Put some money in the man's pocket, man. Listen,
I'm trying, but it's the best I can do. Okay, go ahead.
You know, that over the weekend is a big deal. But what I'm saying is when it came to the church there, the church, even his dad wasn't a supportive person. His dad was like, man, you got to put that guitar down. Whereas if I would have said, man, you know, gospel came from the blues. That's how we got gospel music. It was the blues wasn't shunned. It was used to uplift and to praise God. So to me, it was a lot of pushback and not a lot. At the end of the movie, the after the credit scene was great. But that's how I see. I think a lot of times too, man. This is my critique with us as a Black community, man. Like we don't allow ourselves to be our culture to be critiqued. It's like it's never up for critique. Like there's nothing that can be higher than Black culture. And I'm like, man, so it's never okay to critique Black culture. Like we can't never critique it. Like you can't never say, no, you ain't gonna shun the Black man because da-da-da. I'm like, so we always got it right. We always doing it the right way. It's like sometimes you gotta critique stuff. And for me, I'm like, man, to say that it's just an oppressive faith is unfair. Even if it is a period piece, that's not the whole story of the faith during that time period.
Okay.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
I got you, my brother. Well, everybody is waiting on you.
No, you can't talk till you go see the movie, champ. I'm messing with you.
It just came out.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, but Lecrae, I'm a single father. And
here you go, champ.
A lot of times.
Every time he can't do something, Lecrae, he a single father.
And it's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. But I do want to tell you, while everyone is waiting on you to drop your album, you decided to drop the single on time. Talk to us about it. And when can we expect the album?
Yeah, so man, I've been in the game a long time. And so for me, I want to always use my my tenure, my platform to uplift younger artists. And so there was just a young artist, man, that I loved. And his Miles Minnick, he's out of the West Coast. I grew up in between Texas and California. And so for me, it was like, man, I want to give some homage to my West Coast roots. So I did On Time. I did some more work with Miles. So we got more music coming out this summer. And then I'm going to get right back to the album. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working hard on the album. Got some amazing features on there, some amazing production. And, you'll definitely hear it probably like toward the end of the summer or the beginning of the fall for sure.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
Can't wait for that.
I'm cooking, man. I'm cooking. I've been in the lab, but I just think as an artist, like especially somebody who's been in the game a long time, I'm not saying a lot of older artists like to critique the young artists. Man, this ain't the way it was and blah, blah, blah. Or they like to hog the spotlight instead of saying, man, how can I use what I got to uplift and to give some more? Like, to me, I want to be like Deion Sanders. He was great on the field, and now he's great off the field. So I just want people to see greatness regardless. Like he's now given the torch to younger athletes instead of just like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And that's the kind of character I want to exemplify.
Okay.
All right. Well, Lecrae, I do want to play this quick game up with you. It's called Which House? Okay. And we're going to give you 4 houses, but you can only pick one. Okay. You got to figure out which house you want to work with. Okay. House 1 is consisted of Mary J. Blige, Kirk Franklin, and DJ Mustard. Okay. You see them on the screen.
Oh, that's a fire song.
Now, house 2 is Kendrick Lamar, Mary, and Warren Campbell.
Oh, that's a fire song too. That's a gospel anthem.
House 3 on them, Chris Brown, Kiera Sheard, and Metro Boomin.
That house a little secular.
I love it.
And then house 4, Fred Hammond, Cleo Soul, and Robert Glasper.
This is not a. What are y'all doing? This ain't a
fair. You gotta pick, bro.
You know it's one of them first 2 houses.
What are y'all doing? This is ungodly. This is wrong.
Who you got?
Any answer is the right answer, and anyone you leave off is
the wrong.
Like, how am I supposed to? You know what this is like? This is like saying which kid is your favorite kid. Like,
no. Come on, if you got one. Come on, man.
I do got a favorite kid though. I
know you do. So come on. Which one is it?
They rotate though. I'm being honest. It just depends on what month it is. Right now, my oldest is my favorite right now, but he might lose that if he don't get. He got some stuff he got to get done. So then I might go to my daughter. My daughter's usually number one all the time, but you know what I'm saying.
House 4. Somebody, Kathy,
so
check this
house
out.
Hey, Kathy, this ain't. I got to make this decision, Kathy. Help! Wait a minute. Help me. Goodness gracious! All right, man, this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so. I think I gotta go with no man. I don't know. This is too tough. I'm gonna go with
Come on now.
Okay, hold up. All right, Mary J can double as a singer and a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Because she do her little get it crunkulating move that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kirk and Mary can dance. So you got both two dancers. They can double as dancers and singers and then mustard on all them good beats. I might go with number one because they can sing and dance. They gonna make some hits.
Good choice. And Lecrae, before we let you go, I want to let you know Zach is a gospel rapper too. Yeah, he does a little gospel rapping.
Oh. Yeah.
Lecrae.
Yeah, so you know. I say the Lord on my side and the side on my
Wait
Lord.
a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Just send the demo to my IG, man.
Okay. All right.
Just trying to say I got
Zach
you.
need to go on one of them houses.
We'll just send it. We'll send it. Look, I'm gonna let you go.
I go as a spirit movie, but it's okay.
Go
Go ahead.
And then we'll, let my people talk to your people and you know what I mean?
Need the time right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us, man.
Much love to y'all, man.
Always.
Thanks, Lecrae. We'll never hear from him again.
No,
Thanks to you.
I'm
Thanks
sorry.
to you. He's never coming back on the show.
Yes, he is.
That's
Man.
great.
I'm sorry.
Why would you try to rap? I'm embarrassed.
I told him.
I was trying to hook you up.
Anyway.
I'm trying to hook him up, man. I want to get you Zach books. All right, join us right now as an OG in the comedy game. He's known for his one-of-a-kind commentary. Roomies, give it up for TK Kirkland.
What's up, everybody?
TK, what's
up?
Hey,
what's happening, OG?
What's going on? Everybody good?
Yes, sir. Yes. Now, TK, let's jump into it, man. It's a trending story. We all know Shannon Sharpe he's jammed up, and we asked Melyssa Ford earlier about her opinion on the whole thing, man. Is it a double standard for men and women when it comes to dating younger?
Well, I heard you guys talk about Tracee. What I think as we get older, you have to respect people's opinion and what's good for them. I notice that on social media, when people post their personal life, people take it personal like it's them. And no one never says, you know what, they're entitled to their opinion. And I think that's the tick we have to move on. Now, with Shannon Sharpe dating a younger girl, it's only a problem because he don't have no swag. He a corny dude. And when you're a corny dude and you don't see the play coming, it can affect, and it affects people really bad. So all my street crew, we saw the play coming a long time ago, and I just wish that he would have saw it coming because they waited till he got 100 million to come down on him because they was already in negotiation for 10 million, and that deal didn't go through. And I just hate to see so many brothers go down over sex and a female when everybody don't know how to stay disciplined, don't know how to stay calm, stay focused on their dream. And it's a shame that he has to go down like this as well. I'm disappointed in that. As far as him kicking it with a female and 21 years old, I don't even know how guys can deal with the silliness. 21-year-old, you know. I mean, some girls are mature at 21. My daughters are very mature at 21. But I'll be damned if I would let my daughters date somebody 57 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
Yeah, I get that. And you know, TK, you give me so much game on multiple occasions in the studio in Chicago. But I want to ask you, do you feel like there's an attack on the black man?
No. It's not an attack. Men got to stop putting themselves in bad situations. So it's something about the black community when people get in trouble, like with Puffy, they say, "Oh, if he'd have sued if he wouldn't have sued the liquor company, he would have never got in trouble." They wasn't in the rooms with the baby all and the sex things going on. I came up a criminal. I know when you do something wrong and they got something on you, they got something on you. If you're not doing nothing wrong, unless you're in the streets and they plant drugs on you, something different. But if you walking the path of righteousness and doing the right thing, they can't put nothing on you, dog. Even with Bill Cosby, when they were saying, "Oh, he was going to try to by CBS," and they put those charges on it. These women, he was getting away. And just men are not smooth enough to know how just to smack a woman with sapiosexual conversation. If you're gonna be a play by a woman, a condo, a house, you buy a car, you shut up, you live around the corner, and if you got a main woman with you, you know your main woman kicking with you. That's the way you're supposed to move. But I don't understand. I don't understand how these brothers get in this type of trouble, yo. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm being honest. I'm a different kind of guy.
Let me ask you this, TK. Now, Kevin Gates, he pulled up to LeBron James' Laker game this week following comments he made about LeBron's wife, saying he didn't like the way Savannah looked at LeBron, which I thought was a little weird. LeBron and Savannah did subliminally respond, but the question is, did Kevin Gates go too far by discussing LeBron's wife?
I'm gonna tell you how I got certain rules that I live by, right? And that's really beneath my intelligence. I don't get caught up in that childish behavior with those. I call them kids because I'm 65 years old, right? So when I hear stuff like that, I ignore it. I wish Kevin Gates the best. I wish LeBron the best. What I try to do when people hear about me, let's not get caught up in the BS. If Kevin Gates want to come to the game and with his shirt open and his chains out and his tight pants, I mean, he had a bad woman with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the problem was. If it was his female, that was cold. Forget Kevin Gates and LeBron James. Did you see the sister? And she was all covered up and she still was fine. Oh my God, that's what I'm focused on, the female.
Now, TK, that is not the answer to you did not answer my question.
I wanted to give you some type of answer, but if I had to give an answer, I would say, young lady, that's beneath me, darling. I don't even want to discuss Kevin Gates and LeBron James. That's all.
Okay, you would never speak on another man's wife, is what I'm assuming.
Absolutely not.
That's it. That's the answer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You sound like a prosecutor.
I felt like it. I'm like,
that's exactly what you did. That's exactly what you did. Okay, Miss DA.
Oh man, TK, we can talk to you forever, man. We gotta let you go, but before we do, tell the roomies where you can check you out at, man.
Listen, you can see me almost every day. I'm popping something crazy on my IG at TK_Kirkland. Trust me, I'm either going to intimidate you or inspire you with something that I post every day. And if you are mature enough to understand the things that I talk about, you would truly understand. But if you're a child, you're going to get irritated, you're going to get emotional. But one thing I can say to you, if you live long enough, eventually you will say, yo, TK Kirkland was right. That's exactly. That's what I would say about that.
TK, I want you to do audiobooks. Have you ever looked into that? Because your voice is like very smooth.
Thank you, sister. I think it's something that I'm gonna look into in a minute. I've just been doing other things for a while, so I'm excited. You know, I'm overseas a lot, so I'm not in America that much. I just did my 6-week run over there, so now I'm back in France. I live in Paris, so I'm just out here just doing my thing, and I'll be back in the States in a few weeks, so I'm excited.
Okay.
But I was definitely looking into it. Now, how long you guys? I got some questions. How long y'all been doing your show?
We're rolling into a year right now.
Almost a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, all right.
That we've been doing for about 5 years.
Okay, good. I wish you guys the best, because when my girl reached out to me, she said, TK, I need you to do me a favor. No disrespect, I hadn't heard of it. I was like, yo, the Shade Room got a thing, and it's not that I don't stay on touch. You know, I'm old head, so I usually in bed about this time. So yeah, I'm usually in bed. I don't even play. But yeah, I wish you guys the best. You guys' chemistry is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, that means a lot
Thank you.
coming from you,
Yes.
TK. Means a lot.
I mean, truly amazing. And shout out to the young lady you just had on. It's good to see her. I met her when she was working as a waitress at the garage way back in the early 90s before she blew up and got famous. So shout out to that young lady as well.
You talking about Melyssa Ford?
Melyssa Ford, yeah. Melyssa, I know Melyssa. I used to try to holler at Melyssa back in the day.
As you should, as the smart
Yeah,
man should.
Melyssa was cold, boy. Melyssa was cold. But, you know, I watched her journey and all that. It's good to see that. But again, back to Miss Tracee Ross. Let Tracee Ross do. If she want to rock with young boys, let Tracee do her thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, she want to let, hey, listen, yo, you only got one life to live. That's how she want to move. Let her get that because it makes you happy. You know,
Right.
It makes you happy, and it's her life. And I want people to stop, you know, putting themselves in other people's lives. That's their life, you know. That's their life. That girl likes young men. Let her mess with young men. Let them do it. I'm not against it. Do your thing, sister. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not dating nobody young. I'm 65 years old. The youngest I'll go is 37, 38 maybe. But if you silly, once I get you on that phone and you silly, I'm going to block you.
Damn, TK.
Yeah, my block game, I got strong thumbs. My block game is cold. You hear me? Oh.
Cut out all that giggling. I don't want to hear all that damn giggling.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that giggling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wish y'all the best. I wish all y'all the best. Listen, we'll talk soon. I'm getting ready to take it down. But forget TK Kirkland. I like to see young men and women striving, independence, don't have to work for nobody, got your own thing going on. And that's important. That's the stuff that we want to put out here in the universe and motivate other young men and women to start their own business as well. So I salute you and may your pain be champagne. All right? I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Man, that's appreciate you, man. That means a lot. Thank you.
Y'all take care of yourselves, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, take care now.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, it's like the OG. Like,
yes, all that giggling. He gonna block you. But look, fellas, let's get into this. Justin Carter is back this week with an in-depth TSR investigates. Let's take a look at what Justin is up to.
What that mouth do?
So you got some big teeth. I appreciate it. I call these BBL teeth.
Social media has fueled a phenomenon.
It ruined my life.
Like, no, that is ridiculous. They're literally just falling off of my teeth.
They aren't real dentists. They are criminals doing serious damage to people. We're getting down to the bottom of it as dentists are fed up.
I'd rather you have sex with me than total me because there's more bacteria in your mouth.
It's not always about what's in your mouth these days, but who?
The Shade Room undercover. The teacher had no idea that the man we hired was really a dentist.
Porcelains are easier to do. Like, I charge $7,000 for my porcelain.
Do you know that this is illegal here in Georgia?
I'm Justin Carter, and this is a TSR Investigate special report, Operation Toothache.
This is illegal.
It's illegal.
all right.
It's a wild world, man.
Man,
yes.
Joining us now is the big homie Blocks. He has a lot to say about this topic.
Hello, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Big Homie Blocks on my song.
Big,
What's up?
Big homie Blocks, what's up, man? Now,
Hold on, were you just in the trailer?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a superstar now, goddammit. Superstar for Vanilla Tex.
Hey, I see you don't got him anymore. I mean, did you know when you were doing this? Did you know you were buying black market veneers?
I thought it was legit to an extent. That's why I saying this shit illegal. I was shocked. I was shocked.
Yeah, to an extent.
I was appalled. That was I was appalled. I should have known it wasn't no official when I went in the back. And I went in the back. It was a barbershop first. They said, "Yeah, go in the back, brother."
You know what?
I'm like,
At that moment, he said, "Nah." He's like, right.
Yeah, you should have known then. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
my
God. But
It's just.
But I didn't expect like to get that reaction when I first got them. You know what I'm saying? When I first got them, it was a lot people were saying about them. They were like, "Bro, these are too big to be your veneers." They said veneers don't supposed to look like that. I'm like, my teeth was big. That's what I'm going off of. I'm thinking like, cause my teeth was big, my veneer supposed to be big. Nah. She ain't trim or nothing. She just put it on there like it was a nail.
Oh,
she's a nail tech.
You a full set.
She put it on like a
nail tech. She could have been a veneer tech.
She gave you all wisdom teeth.
Big homie.
All wisdom.
Look at these.
That was Chance the Rapper.
You see this? Big homie, you see these?
Yeah, y'all look good. Who you went to?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what you got to get, bro. It'll change your life, man. I get it, but you can't play with them, and you know what I mean. And it's real serious. Like you could if it's done wrong, if you get any infection, it could go crazy on you.
But I was really excited about the veneer phenomenon.
I was.
You know what I'm saying? I was excited because these just my big ass teeth. And I used to get teased about having these big teeth my whole life. But then people started going to the dentist. Big teeth came in style. And I was so happy. It made me cool again. But I want to know, how much did it cost you to get them veneers?
It was only $2,000. She ain't want to.
Now you should have known. Now come on, big homie. Now you got a whole set of
promo. I mean, like I said, I'm new to the veneer game. I thought that was. I ain't looking to it enough. I just thought that was supposed to be. Put the teeth on and you live your life. She ain't getting no shot of nothing.
No
shot of nothing.
Her kid came. Her kid came and hit me with a shoe. I'm like, move.
Now you ought to.
I think she messed up a little bit because of that. But overall, though, I didn't expect that to be not that. You get that?
Yeah.
I should have known when I FaceTime my mama, right? She was like, damn, the bitch is big. I'm like, my old teeth was big. You mad about my clean new teeth? Then I posted on social media and, well, yeah, they was big. If two people said it, I would have let it slide. But the whole damn comment section, crazy work. Crazy work.
So what you gonna do now? You just don't I don't understand why people just won't get braces, man. I've had braces. Did you have braces?
I had braces.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why people go so against braces?
Like growing up, I always been about my teeth growing up. My teeth always been spacey. I wanted braces, but I knew the pain was done. So I tried to go the cheap route. Veneers. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I first got them, I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Trying my best to protect my image. You know what I'm saying? Stand my ground. Until.
Oh my God.
Until I chewed on some chips and it came out.
Oh, not the chips.
When I chewed on the chip, it came out. I thought I was chewing on the chip. I was chewing on my teeth because it was chips.
Oh my God.
So that was the chip I was chewing on. My teeth.
Well, Big Homie, would you do it again?
Yeah,
would you get some
again.
professionally done? Would you get them done the right way?
Yes. Like currently, I was in Miami to get my teeth done by Dental Design. But I did my cleaning and things like that. I had a lot of stuff. Like my teeth weak now. After last veneers, my teeth is weak. I got to get a bridge. I got to get dental work now. It kind of messed me up a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So they were telling me, like, I got to get a bridge and things. I don't even want to do that because, like, that's taking out my whole original teeth. Even though I wanted them shaved down, I ain't wanting them taken out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
wow,
it.
Bro. And that's another thing I heard. Those black market veneers, they do way more damage than they do good. They end up falling out anyway.
Crazy work. And they do. like I said, you can't eat certain stuff when you got veneer tech veneers.
Oh.
My BBL. See, I went to the wrong person to get my BBL. I supposed to came out here to Miami and got my BBL teeth. I got my BBL teeth done at a barber shop in Atlanta.
Oh, that's
crazy. I messed up on
on
myself. I see what Lecrae was talking about, and I did it. I did it. I played the song. I'm so embarrassed. I played the song. I showed the song. Like, you know how you play the song? I'm like, yeah, not the big cheat T, that's Bears. I had him. I had the big cheat T.
Yeah, you should have known.
Big homie blocks you. All right, I played the song. Hey, gang, you are, boy, you something else, boy.
Right. Man, I'm from Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the west side of Chicago.
There it is.
We all are, yeah.
All right,
that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, Chi-Town, you know how we is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We know some bullshit.
Always
I was
trying to
happy
get a
for my boys. I was happy at first. But when they fell out, I was getting pissed off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was getting pissed off.
Oh my God.
I couldn't do nothing. Chew.
Oh man. Big homie blocks, man. We want to have you back on the show, G, just to talk with us,
man. When you get your new teeth, you gotta come back through. Okay. When you get your
I got my regular teeth in now. He's the rapper. They cleaned up and all that too.
We're gonna look at the after.
Yeah.
We gonna get the after. Now get out the camera with your teeth, gang. All right, thank you, man. We appreciate you.
All right, I'm mad with y'all. Follow me on Big Homie Blocks everywhere. Hello.
Gang. Oh man.
I love him. Oh my God.
Only from Chicago, man. I swear. Be sure to watch that full episode, man, of TSR Investigates Operation Toothache. It is streaming right now on the Shade Room's YouTube channel.
Yes. And of course, Roomies, we had a time tonight, but we will be back next week with more Shade Room headlines, debates, and trending topics. So
and if you have
damn, Zach, slow down, bro.
Damn, let her finish her line.
I ain't said much tonight. Can I get the damn outro in?
I'm sorry. The NFL draft on. I'm trying to see who the Bears pick. That's it. That's all I care about.
I understand.
All right. If you have a tip or a scoop, hit us up, man. All right. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Until next time, make sure you represent the culture with excellence. Woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
We'll catch y'all next week.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come for my clock, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't come for my clock, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still